Good morning, students. In this session today we are going to see Unit 4 Geometry. Students, listen carefully. Make a note of each and every important points in your Maths classwork note. And also solve exercise and example problems in your Maths classwork note. If you have any doubt, make a note of it. The doubts will be clarified on the reopening day. Okay, now let's recall what are all the topics we have discussed in the last session. Types of triangle based on its sides. Scalene triangle, isosceles triangle and equilateral triangle. What is meant by scalene triangle? Yes, if three sides of a triangle are different in length means it is called scalene triangle. Isosceles triangle means if any two sides of a triangle are equal in length. Equilateral triangle means three sides of a triangle are equal in length. Now let's see the types of triangle based on its angle. Acute angled triangle, right angled triangle and obtuse angled triangle. Acute angled triangle means if three angles of a triangle are acute angle and it lies between 0 degree and 90 degree. Right angled triangle. If an angle of a triangle is a right angle means one of the angle is 90 degree. Obtuse angled triangle. If an angle of a triangle is an obtuse angle triangle means it lies between 90 degree and 180 degree. Students, note it carefully. In a triangle, if the measure of all the angles are different, then all sides are different. If the angles are different means definitely the sides also different. If the measure of two angles are equal, then two sides are also equal. Two angles are equal means the two sides are also equal. If the measure of three angles are equal, then three sides are equal and each angle measures 60 degree. Students, if the three angles are equal means absolutely then the three sides are also equal and each angle measures 60 degree. Sum of three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. In this session, today we are going to see how to construct the perpendicular lines and parallel lines. These are the real life examples for perpendicular lines. See, this shows the line is perpendicular to each other. The time shows the perpendicular line. The blackboard shows the perpendicular line. The bridge and windows also shows the right angle. That is perpendicular lines. It is perpendicular to each other. Set square. The set square are two triangle shaped instruments in the geometry box. Each of them has a right angle. See, the two set square shows the right angle. Students, see here, one set square shows the angles 30 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. One set square shows the angle 30 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree and the other set square shows the angle 45 degree and 90 degree. The uses of set square are to construct the specific angles 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. And it is used to draw the perpendicular lines and also parallel lines to measure the height of the shapes. Students, the perpendicular edges are graduated in centimeters. Students, do you know if the perpendicular line, see this symbol shows perpendicular. If the perpendicular from P meets AB at Q, see, if the line P meets AB at a point Q is called the foot of the perpendicular from P to AB. And the symbol represent what? Yes, it means perpendicular to. Friends, now let us learn how to construct a parallel lines and perpendicular lines. Before that, take the geometry note. You have to do the practical geometry in geometry note only. In right hand side, you have to draw the perpendicular and parallel lines, and in the left hand side, you have to write the construction for the parallel and perpendicular lines. Students, keep in mind, in geometry note, you have to use pencil only. Let's begin with the construction of perpendicular lines. Example 5. Construct a line perpendicular to the given line at a point on the line. Students, first you have to draw a line AB. See, in this question, specifically not given the name. That is, draw a line AB or draw a line PQ like this. So, we have to draw a line AB and point as P. Before drawing the line, first sharpen your pencil and then gently draw a line AB using the ruler. Then mark point A and mark point B. Because in question it is not given that draw a line AB or draw a line PQ. So you have to name the point A and name this point as B. After drawn the line, you have to point P anywhere on the line, because in question it is given that construct a line perpendicular to the given line at a point on the line. On the line means you have to point P anywhere on the line. Anywhere on the line. After that, you have to use the set square. See, here both the set square shows the right angle. See? So, any one of the set square you use here. And second step is place the set square on the line. Students, you have to place the set square on the line. Place the set square on the line. Students, you have to place the set square like this. On the line. You have to check whether you are placing the set square correctly or not. See? The set square is on the line. If you are placing the set square like this means your construction of perpendicular line will be wrong. So you have to place the set square on the line. Then gently slide the set square near the point P. Students, it's clear now. First you have to place the set square on the line and you have to gently move the set square near the point P. Then draw a line PQ. Draw a line PQ. That's all. This line shows the line PQ and AB is perpendicular to each other. The line PQ is perpendicular to the line AB. Students, it's clear no? First you have to draw the line using the ruler. Then you have to point A and point B here. After that you have to point P anywhere on the line. Because in question it is given that on the line. You have to point any point on the line. So you have to point anywhere on the line. Then you have to use the set square to draw the perpendicular line. Place the set square on the line. Then gently move towards the point P. Then draw the line PQ. This line shows that PQ is perpendicular to AB. Students, and also see the angle APQ is equal to BPQ equal to 90 degree. If you want to check means using the protractor you check whether it is 90 degree or not. See? 90 degree. See? the angle APQ and BPQ is equal to 90 degree. After construct the perpendicular lines, you have to write the construction in left hand side of your notebook using pencil. Students, see the step 1 is draw a line AB and take a point P anywhere on the line. Step 2, place the set square on the line in such a way that the vertex which forms the right angle. Step 3, draw a line PQ through P along the other arm of the right angle of the set square. Step 4, the line PQ is perpendicular to the line AB at P. That is, PQ is perpendicular to AB and the angle APQ is equal to BPQ is equal to 90 degree. Students, as you already know that this symbol shows that PQ is perpendicular to AB. Hence, you have to write the construction compulsory because it carries 2 marks and 3 marks for drawing the perpendicular line. So, you have to write the construction compulsory. Students, and one more thing you have to know, listen carefully. In question they may ask you like this. Construct a line perpendicular to the given line at a point on the line. On the line means you have to mark any point anywhere on the line. In this, we point P on the line because in this question, to construct a line perpendicular to the given line at a point on the line. So, we point P on the line. Place the set square on the line. If you have marked the point P here means up to this point you have to slide the set square like this. Then you have to draw the perpendicular line. If you are pointing the point P here means you have to slide the set square like this. If you are pointing the point P here means you have to slide the set square like this. Then draw the perpendicular line. Now let us see the construction of parallel lines using a ruler and a set square. Example 8. Draw a line and mark a point R at a distance of 4.8 cm above the line. Through R, draw a line parallel to the given line. In this, we are going to construct a parallel line. For that, first you have to draw a line AB using the ruler. Point A, then point B here. Then point Q on the line because then only we can able to mark R at a distance 4.8 cm. Then place a set square on the line in such a way that the vertex of the right angle coincides with the point Q and mark the point R at the distance 4.8 cm. You have to measure the distance 4.8 cm using a set square. See, here the perpendicular edges are graduated in centimeters. So, we can easily find the distance of 4.8 cm. Correctly mark 4.8 cm. Name that point as R. After that, place the scale and the set square like this. You have to place the ruler like this. Then place the set square like this at the point A. Students, listen carefully. After pointing the point R, you have to place the set square like this at a point A and place the ruler also. Then hold the scale firmly and slide the set square along the edge of the scale until other edges touch the point R. Students, is clear now? First you have to place the scale like this. Then place the set square at the point A. Then gently slide the set square until you reach the point R. After that, take the scale and without shaking the set square, you have to draw the line like this. Then point S here. Students, it's clear now? After pointing the point Q, then you have to hold the ruler like this. Then place a set square at the point A. Then slide the set square until you reach the point R and draw a line RS. See here the line RS is parallel to AB. Students, it's clear now? RS is parallel to AB. Let's see the construction for parallel line. Step 1. Using a scale, draw a line AB and mark a point Q on the line. Step 2. Place the set square in such a way that the vertex of the right angle coincides with Q along AB. Mark point R such that QR equal to 4.8 cm. Step 3. Place the scale and the set square on the line. Okay. Step 4. Hold the scale firmly and slide the set square along the edge touches the point R. Draw a line RS through R. Step 5. The line RS is parallel to AB. That is, RS is parallel to AB. This symbol shows that RS is parallel to AB. Exercise 4.3. First sum. What are the angles of an isosceles right-angled triangle? See here the given question is isosceles right-angled triangle. We have to find the angles of an right-angled triangle. We have to find the three angles. First, let's recall the types of triangle based on its sides. Scalene triangle, isosceles triangle, equilateral triangle. Scalene triangle means the three sides of a triangle are different in length. Isosceles triangle means if any two sides of the triangle are equal in length. Equilateral triangle means if three sides of a triangle are equal. Students, listen carefully. Scalene triangle means all the three sides of the triangle are different in length. Isosceles means any two sides of the triangle are equal. Equilateral means three sides of the triangle are equal. Now let's see the types of triangle based on its angle. Acute angled triangle means it lies between 0 degree and 90 degree. Right angled triangle means one of the degree is, that is one of the angle is 90 degree. If an angle of a triangle is a right angle means one of the angle should be 90 degree. Obtuse angled triangle means it lies between 90 degree and 180 degree. Here we have to find the angles of an isosceles right angled triangle. See, right angle means one of the angle should be 90 degree. Students, is clear now? One of the angle should be 90 degree. And we have to find the angles of an isosceles right angle triangle. Isosceles triangle means what? Any two angles are equal. See, one angle we know that 90 degree. We have to find other two angles. By using the other hint, that is isosceles triangle, the other two angles are equal. One is 45 degree and the other one is 45 degree. Because the sum of three angles is equal to 180 degree. If we add the three angles means we have to get the answer as 180 degree. Otherwise, a triangle cannot be formed. Let's find the three angles, sum of three angles. 45 degree plus 90 degree. 45 plus 45 is 90. 90 plus 90 is 180 degree. A triangle can be formed with the three angles. The angles are 90 degree, 45 degree, 45 degree. Students, is clear now? Here we have to find the angles of isosceles right angle triangle. Right angle means one of the angle is 90 degree. Isosceles means the other two angles are same. So 45 plus 45 plus 90 is 180 degree. The sum of three angles equal to 180 degrees. Therefore, the angles are 90 degree, 45 degree and 45 degree. Fourth question. If one angle of an isosceles triangle is 124 degree, then find the other angles. See here, the given question is one angle of an isosceles triangle is 124 degree. We have to find the other two angles. Students, as we already know that isosceles triangle means what? Isosceles triangle means any two sides are equal and also any two angles are equal. As we already know that sum of three angles equal to 180 degrees. Keep in mind, isosceles triangle means any two sides are equal and also any two angles are equal. Here one of the angle is given, that is 124 degree. Sum of three angles equal to 180 degree. Here we know only one angle, that is 124 degree. One angle is equal to 124 degree. We have to find the other two angles. Sum of three angles equal to 180 degree, no? So, let's substitute the unknown value as x. x plus 124 degree equal to 180 degree. Why here I am substitute 2x? Because isosceles triangle means any two sides are equal and also two angles are equal. So, here I am substitute the unknown value as same. x plus 124 degree equal to 180 degree. X plus x is what? Yes, 2x plus 124 degree is equal to 180 degree. Here we have to find the unknown value x only. So, let's move the plus 124 degree into right hand side. 2x equal to 180 degree minus 124 degree. Plus 124 degree will goes to right hand side means it will change into minus. 2x equal to 180 minus 124 is equal to 56 degree. And then we have to find the value of x. 2 times of x, that is 2x, 2 into x. Product of 2 will goes to right hand side means it will change as division. 2 ones are 2, 2 28s are 56. Therefore, x value is 28 degree. Here we have substitute 2x. Therefore, angles are 28 degree and in question it is given that 124 degree. Students, listen carefully. Here the given question is one angle of an isosceles triangle is 124 degree. Here one angle is given, that is 124 degree. We have to find the other two angles. Isosceles triangle means what? Any two sides are equal and also any two angles are equal. We have to find the other two angles. Definitely the other two angles are same. As we already know that sum of three angles is equal to 180 degree. Here one angle is given, that is 124 degree. So let's substitute the unknown value as any variable. X plus x, because isosceles triangle means any two angles are equal. So x plus 124 equal to 180 degree. X plus x is 2x. Then plus 124 degree will goes to right hand side, means it will change into minus 124. 180 minus 124 is equal to 56. 2x equal to 56 degree. Therefore, x value is 28 degree. The angles are 28 degree, 28 degree and 124 degree. Fifth one. The diagram shows a square A, B, C, D. If the line segment joins A and C, then mention the type of triangle so formed. See here the given question is a square A, B, C, D. Then the line segment joins A and C. See the line segment joined A and C. After that we have to find the type of triangle. After joining the line segment A and C, we have to find the type of triangle. Students, for a square, all the sides are equal. As we already know that square has 4 equal sides. And also the angles is 90 degree. See, the angles are 90 degree. The angles are 90 degree. Hence, we have to find the type of triangle for angle ABC and angle ADC. Students, is clear, no? After drawing the line segment, here we get the angle ADC and ABC. Angle ABC, then angle ADC. See here in angle ABC, one of the angle is 90 degree. One of the angle is 90 degree means what? Yes, it is a right angled triangle. And in angle ADC also one of the degree is 90 degree. So angle ADC is also a right angled triangle. We have to mention the type of triangle. So both the angles are right angle triangle. And one more clue is also given. Students, by the given question we can identify a square ABCD. In a square ABCD, a square has 4 equal sides. All the 4 sides are equal. See, in triangle ADC, 2 sides are equal and one is different, means it is isosceles right angled triangle. It is clear, no? Here AD and DC are equal. 2 sides are equal and one is different, and it is a right angled triangle. And then come to angle ABC. Here angle ABC is a right angle. Similarly, AB and BC are equal and one is different. The 2 sides of the triangle are equal and one is different, means similarly this is also isosceles right angled triangle. Students, is clear, no? After drawing the line segment to join A and C, we get 2 triangles. A square ABCD. For a square, all the 4 sides are equal and all are 90 degree. See, in a triangle, one of the angle is 90 degree, means it is a right angled triangle. Similarly, for angle ABC also, in a triangle ABC, one of the angle is 90 degree. So, angle ABC and angle ADC are right angled triangle. And the other clue is all the 4 sides are equal. So, after drawing the line segment to join AC, the sides of the triangle, 2 sides are equal and one is different. If the given triangle, 2 sides are equal, means it is an isosceles triangle. So, angle ABC and angle ADC are isosceles right angled triangle. Because a square has four equal sides and also angle is 90 degree. Angle is 90 degree and all the four sides are equal. Students, it's clear now? Only one thing you have to remember. For a square, all sides are equal and the angle is 90 degree. Challenge problems. First one, is a triangle possible with the angles 90 degree, 90 degree and 0 degree? Why? See here, the given question is a right angled triangle has 90 degree and 0 degree. If not means we have to explain. See, a right angled triangle has 190 degree and the other two angles are the combination of 90 degree. A right angle triangle has one angle of 90 degree. But the given question is a triangle possible with the angles 90 degree and 0 degree? That is, a triangle possible with two right angles? No, because a right angle triangle has one angle of 90 degree. Therefore, a triangle is not possible with the angles 90 degree and 0 degree. Because a triangle cannot have more than one right angle. So, a triangle is not possible with the angles 90 degree and 0 degree. Eighth one. Which of the following statement is true? Why? A. Every equilateral triangle is an isosceles triangle. B. Every isosceles triangle is an equilateral triangle. If it is true means we have to explain. See, the first statement is every equilateral triangle is an isosceles triangle. First, let's recall the definition of isosceles triangle and equilateral triangle. Isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle means if any two sides of a triangle are equal in length. Students, keep in mind, isosceles triangle means if any two sides of a triangle are equal in length. Equilateral triangle means three sides of a triangle are equal. Isosceles means two sides of the triangle are equal and equilateral triangle means three sides of a triangle are equal. Here the given statement is every equilateral triangle is an isosceles triangle. Equilateral triangle means three sides are equal. Isosceles triangle means any two sides are equal. Students, in an equilateral triangle, all three sides are equal. So, it can be an isosceles triangle. In an equilateral triangle, all the three sides are equal. By the definition of isosceles triangle, any two sides are equal means it is isosceles triangle. Therefore, isosceles triangle need not have three equal sides. So, it satisfies the statement. The given statement is true. Every equilateral triangle is an isosceles triangle because an isosceles triangle need not have three equal sides. Three equal sides. So the given statement is true. Every equilateral triangle is an isosceles triangle. B. Every isosceles triangle is an equilateral triangle. It is not true because isosceles triangle means any two sides are equal. Equilateral triangle means three sides are equal. So it is not true. Because it is a false statement. Because every need not to be an equilateral triangle. Because isosceles triangle means any two sides are equal. But for equilateral triangle, all the three sides are equal. So, every isosceles triangle need not to be an equilateral triangle. 10th sum. Which of the following can be the sides of an isosceles triangle? Here, 4 problems is given. See, all the given sides of the triangle are, two sides are equal, one is different. Here, two sides are equal, one is different. Two sides are equal, one is different, and here also two sides are equal and one is different. See, here the definition of isosceles triangle is, if any two sides of a triangle are equal in length means it is called isosceles triangle. Here two sides are equal, but we have to check whether a triangle can be formed with the given sides. For that, first we have to find the sum of smaller sides. Here the smaller sides are 3. 3 plus 3 equal to 6. It is equal to the third side. 6 equal to 6. But by using the triangle inequality property, the sum of the smaller side is greater than the third side, means a triangle can be formed with the given sides. But here it is equal. The sum of the smaller side is equal to the third side. So, a triangle cannot be formed with the given sides. Because here the sum of smaller side is equal to the third side. By using the triangle inequality property, sum of the smaller side is greater than third side, means a triangle can be formed with the given side. But here it is equal. So a triangle cannot be formed with the given side. Let's see second one. 5 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 2 centimeter. Here the given sides of the triangle are 5 centimeter, 2 centimeter and 2 centimeter. First let's find the sum of smaller sides. Here the sum of smaller side is 2 plus 2 equal to 4, which is less than the third side. Here the third side is 5 centimeter. By using the triangle inequality property, the sum of the smaller side is greater than the third side. But here it is less than third side. So, a triangle cannot be formed with the given sides. Let's check for third one. The given sides of the triangle are 6 centimeter, 6 centimeter and 7 centimeter. To check whether it forms a triangle or not, what we have to do? Yes, first we have to find the sum of smaller sides. Sum of smaller sides equal to 6 plus 6, that is 12. It is greater than the third side. Here the third side is 7 centimeter. Therefore, the sum of smaller sides equal to 12 and it is greater than the third side. So, a triangle can be formed with the given sides? Students, is clear no? Because it satisfies the triangle inequality property. The sum of the smaller side is greater than the third side. So a triangle can be formed with the given sides. Let's check for last one. 4 centimeter, 4 centimeter and 8 centimeter. First we have to check the sum of smaller sides. Here the smaller sides are 4 plus 4 equal to 8. In this also it is equal to the third side. Here the third side is 8 centimeter. So the sum of smaller side is equal to the third side. So a triangle cannot be formed with the given sides. See, here the triangle inequality property is, in a triangle, the sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. That is, if we add AB plus BC means the third side should be greater than the sum of any two sides. BC plus CA is greater than AB. BC plus CA is greater than AB. CA plus AB is greater than BC. If it is less than or equal to the third side means a triangle cannot be formed with the given sides. See, here we have to check whether it forms a triangle or not. Here two sides are equal and one is different, but we have to check whether it is formed a triangle or not. The sum of smaller side is equal to the third side. So a triangle cannot be formed with the given side. Here the sum of smaller side is less than the third side. So a triangle cannot be formed with the given side. But in this, the sum of the smaller side is greater than the third side. So a triangle can be formed with the given side. Here, the sum of the smaller side is equal to the third side. So this also a triangle cannot be formed with the given sides. Let's see the important points in Unit 4 Geometry. Summary. A closed figure formed by three line segments is called a triangle. A triangle has three sides, three angles and three vertices. Based on the sides of a triangles into three types as scalene triangle, isosceles triangle and equilateral triangle. Based on the angles of a triangle, we can classify the triangles into three types as acute angled triangle, right angled triangle and obtuse angled triangle. In a triangle, the sum of any two sides is greater than the third side. This is known as triangle inequality property. By this property only we can know whether the given sides can form a triangle or not. If the sum of any two sides is lesser than or equal to third side means the given sides cannot be formed a triangle. It should be greater than the third side. That is, the sum of any two sides is greater than the third side. Sum of three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. To find whether the given angles can be formed a triangle or not, what we have to do? Yes, we have to add the three angles. If it is equal to 180 degree means the given angles can be formed a triangle. If it is not equal means the given angles cannot be formed a triangle. Parallel and perpendicular lines can easily be drawn using set squares. The distance between a set of parallel lines always remains the same. Okay, now let's see today's activity. Can a triangle be formed with the given sides? If yes, state the type of triangle formed. You have to check whether a triangle be formed with the given sides or not. And also you have to name the type of triangle formed.